The Democratic Republic of Congo presents a stark paradox. It is a land of immense natural wealth, blessed with vast reserves of minerals, metals, and precious stones. Beneath its soil lie unimaginable riches: gold, diamonds, cobalt, coltan, and more. The DRC possesses a significant portion of the world's cobalt reserves, a crucial component in modern batteries and electronics. Coltan, another vital mineral found in abundance, is essential for powering our smartphones and laptops. Yet, despite this natural bounty, the DRC remains one of the poorest countries on Earth. Its people endure unimaginable hardships, trapped in a cycle of poverty, conflict, and despair. The contrast is jarring, a land of immense potential crippled by a seemingly inescapable curse. This is the paradox of the DRC, a nation both blessed and burdened by its natural wealth. Access to clean water, basic healthcare, and education remains a distant dream for many. Life expectancy is tragically low, a stark reminder of the human cost of this enduring poverty. The DRC's story is a harsh reminder that natural resources alone do not guarantee prosperity. They can, in fact, become a source of conflict and instability, fueling corruption and greed rather than shared prosperity. This is the tragic reality of the resource curse, a phenomenon where resource-rich nations like the DRC struggle to translate their natural wealth into tangible benefits for their citizens. Understanding this paradox requires delving into the DRC's troubled history, a past marked by colonial exploitation, and its enduring legacy. The roots of the DRC's current predicament can be traced back to its brutal colonial past. Under Belgian rule, the Congo's vast resources were ruthlessly extracted, enriching the colonial power while leaving the Congolese people impoverished and exploited. King Leopold II of Belgium, driven by avarice, established a regime of terror in the Congo Free State. Forced labor, mutilation, and murder were commonplace as the Belgians extracted rubber, ivory, and other resources with callous disregard for human life. This period, marked by horrific atrocities, left an indelible mark on the DRC's social fabric and sowed the seeds of future instability. The Belgians, in their haste to exploit, neglected to develop any meaningful infrastructure or institutions that could benefit the Congolese people. Instead, they created a system designed to extract wealth and maintain control, leaving behind a legacy of poverty, inequality, and ethnic divisions. When the DRC finally gained independence in 1960, it inherited a fragile state ill-equipped to manage its vast resources or address the deep-seated problems left behind by colonial rule. The consequences of this exploitation continue to haunt the DRC to this day. Today, the DRC remains trapped in a vicious cycle of corruption, conflict, and instability, all fueled by the very resources that should be its salvation. Corrupt officials, often in cahoots with foreign companies, siphon off the profits from mining operations, leaving little for the Congolese people. Transparency and accountability are sorely lacking, perpetuating a system where a select few benefit at the expense of the many. Armed groups vying for control of lucrative mining areas terrorize civilians and perpetuate a climate of fear and insecurity. The eastern provinces, particularly rich in minerals, have become battlegrounds for various armed groups, displacing millions and causing widespread suffering. This instability makes it nearly impossible to attract foreign investment or develop a sustainable economy. The international community, while providing humanitarian aid, has struggled to find effective solutions to address the root causes of the conflict. The DRC's tragic story highlights the dangers of the resource curse and the urgent need for good governance, transparency, and sustainable development practices. Section 4. A future ungrasped. The price of neglect and mismanagement. The lack of basic infrastructure further exacerbates the DRC's woes. Roads, railways, and electricity grids, essential for transporting goods and connecting communities, are inadequate or non-existent in many parts of the country. This lack of infrastructure makes it difficult and costly to move resources to market, further hindering economic development. The education system, starved of resources, struggles to provide quality education to the DRC's youth, perpetuating a cycle of poverty and lack of opportunity. Healthcare facilities are often ill-equipped and understaffed, leaving millions vulnerable to preventable diseases. This neglect of basic services has a devastating human cost, trapping generations in poverty and depriving the DRC of its full potential. The DRC's story is a stark reminder that natural resources alone cannot guarantee prosperity. Without good governance, responsible resource management, and a commitment to investing in its people, the DRC will remain locked in a cycle of poverty and instability. The international community must play its part by holding corrupt officials accountable, supporting sustainable development initiatives, and promoting peace and stability. Section 5. Seeds of Hope. Learning from success, building a brighter future. Despite the immense challenges, there is hope for the DRC. By learning from the successes of other resource-rich nations like Botswana and Norway, the DRC can chart a new course towards a brighter future. Botswana, for example, has successfully leveraged its diamond wealth to fund development projects, improve living standards, and create a stable democracy. Norway, through its sovereign wealth fund, has invested its oil revenues wisely, securing the long-term prosperity of its citizens. The DRC can learn from these examples by implementing robust transparency and accountability mechanisms in the mining sector. Investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure is crucial to unlock the potential of the Congolese people. Promoting peace and stability through dialogue and reconciliation is essential to break the cycle of violence. The international community can play a constructive role by supporting these efforts and promoting responsible investment practices. The DRC possesses all the ingredients for success: abundant resources, a vibrant culture, and a resilient population. With good governance, a commitment to sustainable development, and the support of the international community, the DRC can overcome its challenges and fulfill its promise as a true African giant. The journey will be long and arduous, but the potential rewards, a prosperous, peaceful, and equitable DRC, are worth striving for.